What's up, guys? Atheris here. He made it. He's here. Pop culture shocks, mountain of polystone. This is classic Goro, a 1/4 scale piece, obviously from the classic line. Just got here yesterday after a small delay by FedEx because of weather and things like that. But I just got him yesterday and just had some time to unpack him. And after looking at him over for about 5-10 minutes and admiring him, all I could say is I am totally in love with this piece here. It is just, it's massive. It's massive, it's wide, it's tall. Just how massive? It's kind of like asking, are skyscrapers tall? You know, it's kind of a ridiculous question. He's huge. He's Goro. Like, he's the centerpiece now of every Mortal Kombat collection out there, including mine now, for sure. He just towers over all the other ninjas that I had him with in the collection room just before I brought him here to do this video. He's just too cool. I love him. Paint job came out fantastic, especially the back. I love the back. If I could explain from his back, I'd do that, because, or at least put a mirror behind the display case that he's in, because that's just a lot of cool detail back there that I'd love to show off. But overall, like the skin tone, paint apps, everything is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I'm gonna get a little closer here, actually, while I spin this sucker. Very, very well done. Clearly the paint application or the workers, I guess, are at the same factory, because when I put them next to my other ninjas, the skin tones and the shading in the skin is very similar. It's very on par with everything else, so I guess they're doing it at the same factory, but doesn't really care. I don't really care. I mean, as long as it comes out looking fantastic, that's all I really care about. So they did a great job with this. And the other thing too that I'm really happy about, now that I have it in hand, his feet, the what do you call these? The foot guards or foot pads, or I don't know what they're called, but they're fabric. For a little bit there, when pictures first started surfacing of people that got Goro, I thought these were sculpted. They looked sculpted, and I was kind of hoping they were going to do what they did with Sagat, and that was the fabric foot bandages and all that, and they did. So now that I have it here and I can see they did, it looks great. Obviously his Superman Speedo there thing, that's cloth as well, or fabric as well. Same with his little sash around his waist. The only thing I think they could have done a little better, considering how well done the rest of the statue was, is the little yin and yang buckle on his belt here. It's kind of sloppy up close. I mean, you got to get in pretty damn close to see it, but it's a little sloppy. Not a huge thing, but it seems like obviously they rushed through that, and they threw them into a pile, and then they go on to the statues. But a little more time spent on that one little piece, being that it's so centered in your face. It would have been nice, but again, not a huge deal. The rings around his wrists are very cool as well. They actually look, if you catch it at the right angle, you can see the kind of the brush strokes help. It has that brushed aluminum or brushed bronze look to them, so it's really well done there as well. I like it. I thought they were just going to come out a really plain blah type of bronze, but they look nice. They look like, see, you can kind of see it right there in this one here. You see those, I guess they're brush strokes, but it looks like it was sanded, like real metal. So very nicely done. This one here is the exclusive, by the way. There was 175 pieces made for the exclusive. I got number, where the hell's my COA? Right here. 162 of 175, and signed by Jerry Macaluso. So what makes it the exclusive is this head right here, the snarling face, or open grin. Focus. And what I'm happy what they did with this, and I was kind of concerned with for the production pieces, is that they were going to give him like really beautifully pearly white teeth for a monster. I was hoping that they'd come ugly and dirty and all that kind of stuff. He's a fucking monster. They should be dirty, right? So it actually came out pretty well. They're dirty. It looks like he's got gingivitis. All good. So I'm going to switch out the head. The one that he's got on right now is obviously the regular. His ponytail comes out as well. It's magnetic. And it's kind of got, when I first took this out, it's kind of got like a square kind of shape to it. Focus. Focus. You can tell. There we go. Oh, no, we don't. Anyway, it's kind of squared. And I thought it had to sit at a certain angle or direction, but the hole in the back of his head is just perfectly circular. So I don't know, but you can pose it. I've posed it on the left and the right, whichever way you want the wind blowing his hair there. It's pretty deep, so you don't have to worry about it falling out or anything like that. So switch that out. Put that on. And there you go. Now he's pissed off. But he looks great with any head. You know, when I first got this, and while I was waiting, I kept looking between the two heads and trying to see which one I liked more, how I was going to display it. And to be honest, I don't have a preference. I actually like them both. They both look good. I think the consensus for the most part is that a lot of people like the regular head, the pissed off, focused look. And his eyes came out really well, by the way, now that I have him close. Yeah, focus. There we go. His dragon eyes. But for me personally, I could go either way. I like him either way. Overall, fantastic piece. I can't wait to get the other pieces from this line. I got Scorpion, obviously, the 1/3 scale. And I think Sub-Zero's going up. The 1/3 Sub-Zero is going up in March, I think Jerry said. So my whole collection, my whole MK collection is finally coming together. After 20 years, I can't wait to get all these pieces from Jerry and Pop Culture Shock, because again, I'm gonna have a Mortal Kombat shrine when this is all over. I'm getting every Mortal Kombat piece he's gonna put out, and this now just became the centerpiece for my MK collection, and most people's, I think, at this point. Like, I mean, everybody's loving it. I haven't seen anybody really complain about this, any major quality control issues outside of his little buckle thing there on his waist. Everything else has come out very well done, very consistent, nothing sloppy, very strong magnets, massive piece. Really, what's there not to like about this? It's awesome. And if you can get one, I mean, the regular versus the exclusive, I can't remember how many of the regular were made, but either or works. You know, the exclusives are cool if you really like the snarling look that he's got there, or the grin. But they both look nice, and that's really the only switch out part. So if you miss the exclusive, not a big deal. The regular is still very nice, and regular or exclusive, I'm sure they're both pretty limited runs and pretty rare. So if you're an MK nut, or if you're not, if you just love art, this is awesome. You have to have this in your collection. He's big, he's huge. He's definitely going to be a conversation piece when people walk in. He's instantly recognizable. Everybody knows who Goro is. And that's it. I hope Jerry makes more bosses in the future. I know there was some talk of him making Kintaro, but honestly, for me personally, I can care less for Kintaro right now. We already got a 4-armed guy right here that just came in. So, you know, I probably want him to hit some of the other bosses first. Motaro, the half horse, half human guy, that would be a sick piece. Huge and very sick. So I'd like him to hit some of those pieces first. Maybe a Shao Kahn on throne. That'd be sick. As we know, everything that you put on a throne instantly becomes a grail. But yeah, this piece for me is already a grail piece for me. It's just too cool. Very well done. A lot of people complain about the arms, his upper arms there, kind of blocking his face, depending on what elevation you're standing at. And honestly, I mean, my tripod that I got the camera on here, only goes up to this height right now. But I'm about 5'6", so my head's about here. That's how I see him right now. So if you were to display him where the base is at about waist level, his face is not obstructed at all. You can see everything. So yeah, if you've got him up high on a high shelf or something like that, you're gonna have problems seeing his face because his arms, here, I'll show you, kind of do block his face, especially right there. If you displayed him like that, well, you're kind of an idiot. But he's meant to kind of be displayed like that at an angle, kind of looking at you, and I'd say from waist level. So you got that look right there. So he looks great. You know, he does look really nice amongst the rest of the characters in the lineup. So can't complain. Absolutely love this piece. Jerry, great job, and team. You guys you're knocking these out like one after another. I can't wait to see what you do next. I can't wait to get the 1/3 scale pieces. Like I said, I'm collecting the whole line, so keep it coming. And you know what's going on with the teases for the Mortal Kombat X that they just revealed in the newsletter. What was it? A few days ago, Kotal Kahn. That looks like a badass piece. And one of the first pieces that it looks like will have a kind of fatality pose. Hopefully we got some blood on it. Not like have him drenched in blood, but you know, we got a little blood going on. It's Mortal Kombat. I'd like to see some blood or gore at some point with these pieces. I love the museum poses. I love the stoic looks and all that kind of stuff, but you know, you got to get a little bit of blood spatter on some of these. So Kotal Kahn looks like he'll be the first with a fatality pose with the heart in his hand. So that'd be great. I can't wait to see that piece, and when it's done, I'm definitely going to be there to pre-order it. And that's it, guys. So if you're looking to get this thing, get it now. If you can get one out there, they're pretty decently priced right now on the aftermarket. So if you want one, get it before everybody realizes how fucking cool this thing is and the mistake they made by passing on it. And get it now before prices start skyrocketing. So that is it. Thanks for looking. I was hoping to do a video on XM's Magneto first, but that got delayed again. So here we are with Goro first. Magneto should be in next. And then after that, what do I got coming after that? Elite Creature Collectibles Rosenberg Life-Size Bust will be in next. And I cannot wait for that piece. I can't even tell you. Like every time I think about it, like I'm jumping like a little girl. Every time I think about that piece coming in. So can't wait for that. Tune in for that. And that is all, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.